little one. But where are the adults? Okay, there was a little one on the hole. So you see, this is where they live. This is an old termite mound where the hyenas make their house. Now, underneath the ground, there are lots of chambers and tunnels and different things where they can hide. So the hyenas, the adults, they come and they leave their youngsters here while they go in and out, and they start moving about and going hunting and looking for food, and then once they're done, then they'll come back. However, there was a little one here, but it's gone back into the hole. So it's a tiny, tiny little one. It almost looks like a little black bear, and it's about this big. Now, I know this little one has been in a bit of a distress lately because we're not too sure where the mommy has gone off to. So I'm going to just drive around onto the other side of the den, see if perhaps the adults are there. If they are not, then unfortunately we're going to have to leave because we don't want to... we don't want this little one to have a bad experience. So let's just slowly go around and see what the situation is, because often there's an older hyena that's looking after all the little ones. I'm not too sure if we'll see any around here. And of course, that big termite mound that we saw that looks like an anthill, but actually termites live in it. That is a perfect place for all of them to be hiding. So we'll see if there's anyone else around that might allow us for an invitation to stay slightly longer. The Creature Conservancy, you're wondering what animals are hyenas related to? Well, distantly, very... Oh, there's an adult, yes. Distantly related to cats, but like millions and millions and millions of years ago. But out of more close relatives, they don't have anything. They are just related to other species of hyena. Alright, there is an adult there, which is very good news because then it means that we can stay here for a while longer. Yay! Alright, don't attack me, tree. No. Okay, I see now. This is a bit of a complicated sighting, so just bear with us for... There's one... Craig, if you look to the entrance, you'll see that one coming through. So it seems like we've got another of the youngsters all the way up there. Hello? Oh my goodness. Full of nonsense are you? Just running around. Now this is not the other one we saw. The other one we saw was a lot darker, but it seems like this one is very curious. Now if you're wondering, this is not the adult we saw. There's another one lying on the grass very close to this one. And the one that we saw earlier, I think she's gone back, or it's gone back into the hole just for a bit of safety. But this one is a bit older, so it's it's a very playful hyena cub, and it's just moving around, smelling everything. I wonder what it is that you've picked up in there. Now, they can be very naughty, and they start biting and chewing everything that's around them, especially sticks, almost like a dog. Now, you see they look very much like a dog. In the Creature Conservancy, you were asking earlier if they were related to anything, and I know they look very much like a dog, but funny, all of the studies point to the fact that they are actually more closely related to cats, or millions and millions and millions of years ago, they were cousins of the cats. But now they have evolved, and they are a bit different, and they're very unique, beautiful creatures. Hello, little one. Now you see, we can tell that this one is still young. You see the top of its head has got spots and it's of a white color, and the legs, the bottom part of the legs are still dark in color. So when they are born until they're a few months old, and they're entirely black, and that helps them with the camouflage when they're inside of the den, because they can blend in. Imagine a dark creature inside of a dark hole, then it's very hard to see them. The Creature Conservancy, you're wondering how hyenas hunt and if they do so as a clan all together. Well, they can. More often than not, however, the hyenas, they go in small groups, maybe just one by itself, perhaps two of them together, and they go off hunting. And they tend to be quite successful when they do this, and it's pretty much their preferred way of hunting up in this area. However, if they come across something that's a bit big, or if they come across, for example, lions eating something, the rest of the clan can come and try to steal the kill from whatever it is that they're trying to steal it from. May it be wild dogs, lions, or leopards, or other creatures. I'm just a bit puzzled by this little one. It's so curious. And it's just pacing up and down now. I think, Craig, would it work for you if I just went back a little bit? Okay, we're just going to move slightly backwards, see if maybe we can get a bit of a clearer view without so many trees in the way. Well, it seems like we managed to get a bit of a glimpse of this cub, whose name is Djuma, but she's now moved back to where the adult is, and I think he might be busy trying to suckle. Is that what's happening? I think that's exactly what's happening. Maybe it's trying to get Mom to give it some milk, but it seems like Mom is not that interested just yet. I think I could almost hear a little bit of a of a sound, like when little hyenas wanna suckle and Mom doesn't want to, they start making a very high pitch note, like, and it's quite funny, and I think that's exactly what was happening there. I think this little one wants to eat, but Mom is having a full nap, and it's just on the side, and actually seems to have quite a big belly, which is a good indication that they've eaten something yummy in the last little while. Where are you? I think, yes. Didn't you get lucky? Mom is going to give you some milk. Alright, so we know now the adult that was here, and it's the mummy. The Creature Conservancy, you're wondering how old this little hyena is. I'm not sure of the exact age, but I think it was born around about December, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I am hoping that some of our very loyal viewers can help me out with this, because now I'm getting confused with the birth of the other one. But it's just a few months old, definitely not a year old. So it's still very much dependent on Mom and all the milk that it gets from its mom. Now, they're in a bit of a tight spot, and I cannot go any closer to them, because that would mean that we would be bothering them, which clearly we don't want to do, because we just want them to carry on with their day as if we weren't here. Conservancy, you're wondering what other sounds the hyena make. Well, they've got a wide range of sounds that they make. I think recognize they have about 11 different sounds that they make. Anything from these very low, like very high-pitched noises that the little ones make when they want to get food, until from, you know, very loud and deep grunts, and then of course the whooping and the laughing noises that the hyenas seem to make. Now, they've all got a different reason why they make those calls, and sometimes it's just to advertise that they are the dominant hyenas, or that this area is a particular house for some of these hyenas, and sometimes it's just to be able to call some hyenas that are far away. Sometimes it's to get other hyenas to come and help them out and come running to them, like if they found something very big, like a massive thing that they want to eat, then they can also start whooping. And it's one of the most beautiful sounds that you hear out in Africa during the night, is so when the hyenas start whooping, and it almost sounds like a whoop, so they'll go whoop, pretty much like that, and it's very, very beautiful. And you hear it often, and you'll hear one calling over here in the dark, and then another one will reply, and then another one maybe somewhere else. And funny enough, it's normally the girls that will answer each other. If there's a boy calling, then the girls are not really too bothered, and they don't reply. They just wait for the other girls to come and start answering or calling to be able to reply. Now, seems like this little one is definitely fast asleep around here, so I'm going to say goodbye to all of you for now. It's been a pleasure having you around, but before we do that, let's go over to Byron, who would also like to say goodbye.